Hey, yo, what's good, everyone? Matt here with another vlog. So today is October the 24th, 2024. It's a Thursday, which means it's Mera Mera Bachi Bachi NMB Day. So it's the monthly variety show that NMB does over across the street at the Yes Theater behind me. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about those. So to this month was kind of like had a pretty good cast, but like I think overall like the shows weren't that great this time around. Kind of a miss on both parts. But yeah, start off with Mera Mera NMB. So yeah, we had Kojirine, Yumin, Chihi, Karen, Sayuki, and Raypon for the cast. And so they kind of introduced this show by talking about like the highlights of Ganbaru Nuai. And I guess kind of a funny thing here was Kojirine pointed out, I guess during the music video, like when they're dancing on top of Sutenkaku, that Kojirine, like she was like off, like she was waving her arms up while everyone else was waving them down, and they just left that in the final product because the director said, it's fine. She pointed out during the music video break, so if you like watch the music video, you'll see the part where she like messes up. And I guess Chihi also messed up during that part as well.
ここほらこれミスさんがね見つからなかったんだよな。うわあ、キーさんは次かな、この次かもです。こっち側逆や。見ました今だ。あ、一瞬逆にしたんや。逆や。
So they started off playing the telephone game, and so I mean this was like they actually were like very like right off the bat like Nagami-san is like enforcing rules. Hey, don't repeat what you hear. Wait until the very end to say what you're gonna say. So I mean it was a little more structured, more rigid this time around. But it wasn't really that. It was okay. There were some moments, but it was okay. Like the first prompt was like Yumin is in her 13th year and she's the playing performer Shihan, and like they got butchered right away. Like it got like Shumin and then Shonin and then NMB Omotenai. Like no one thought about Yumin or something. So it was pretty funny with that though.
ユーミンずっと喋るな。スーミン喋んな。喋んな。全員同じことやってる。ユーミン NMB 内で大差 NMB 内で大差一番おもんない。
And then let's see. The second one was like for Ganbaru Nuai, dance on Sutenkaku like your life depends on it. And like they got like Ganbaru Nuai and Sutenkaku, but then after that they couldn't get the rest. The prompts were a little too long for them this time, I guess. And then because like Karen kind of like messed it up pretty badly, she ended up getting punished for this one pretty badly. So they did the like rubber band, like the long like elongated band, so she held it in her mouth. And the other members all like would like say something like expressing like their gratitude for her for all the hard work she's had. This is her last show, so like they said, oh thank you so much, being so kind to me, you were so funny whenever we worked together, blah blah, And then they let go and snapped her in the face. So that was it was pretty funny. It was also pretty like very sad but also like emotional kind of jokes.
いただきます。
いただきます。そのちの。さあ、把握に縛ってじゃあ徐々に下がっていってね。
じゃあ最初からはい。はい、私たちが加入した時から楽屋で優しく話しかけてくださってありがとうございました。
素晴らしい。レポンは
チーム N 初日までたくさんご指導していただきありがとうございました。
ご指導いただいた。素晴らしい。
カレンタのそのキャラ大好きだったよ。
大好きやったんや。チヒ。
カレンタのみんなを見てくれる優しさが大好きやったよ。
優しいな、大好き。
ステージ上でね、スタイルの化け物でね、本当にもうめちゃくちゃ良かった。ステージの立ってるカレンタ大好きだよ。
もうちょい。
Ogiri, so let's see, like first prompt was what's something like the members like would write down to like warn people like in the NMB theater, like green room, the dressing room. And it's like you must make someone laugh every day, no crabs allowed, be careful not to slip on Kaneko's head. That was pretty funny. Let's see, then they did the the initial Ogiri. That was all right.
さあから始まる新しい祝日の名称いきましょう。せーの。3、2、1。
さゆきの日。
The prop gags, this actually was kind of some good moments from here. So you mean like did like a maid cafe bit, but she like had like an axe and like a whip and like a sword, and it's like kind of like a BDSM maid cafe. So that was kind of funny. They did like Nagami impressions of wearing glasses and holding the hammer. There was brushing teeth. And then Karen did Nagami Matsuri a couple times throughout the show.
もしかして、
あら、
長見祭りスタート。ワンツースリーフォー。長見長見長見。あ、それ。長見長見。
あ、なんかおる。すごい連戦してる。長見祭り来てる。はゆきが乗る。どんどん行ってるよ。長見長見。あ、怒ってるけど。長見楽しそう。長見もうええってこれ。
Let's see. Then they had a picture segment. So let's see. So the theme for this was Haratatsu wa, and so let's see. There's a picture of Karen like making a weird face her mom took of her, and she kept it for her for a while. The Sayuki was at Water World at Universal Studios, and like I guess she was the only one that got wet out of like her and the other members that went. Like she was the only one that got sprayed because like I guess they actually bullied her, like the actors, like they targeted her specifically during the Water World. Like the water gun stuff, so that was pretty funny. She posted a pic of Karen and her like at like a baseball game, like it was Oryx and Hanshin. And Karen's like all like out with her like Oryx gear, and then Shihi's like covering her face with her towel. So kind of saying like Karen looks so lame. Let's see, yeah. So that's kind of it. And then like the special corner at the end of after the break was Rapon corner, and it was basically like Rapon like testing everyone's like cute kara. So essentially it's like a glorified like Mune Kyun like love romance role plays mini game, which they already do that for the Bachi Bachi NMB. So it was kind of disappointing, a little boring for me. So I didn't really care for this. In general, I felt like this was kind of a miss of an episode. So yeah, there's that. But I went because Karen and Sayuki I thought were pretty funny, so they were pretty good in this. That was Mera Mera NMB. Yeah, and then as for Bachi Bachi NMB, so for here it was Mighty, Mikana, Zeon, Anju, Mew, and Tenna. So pretty good cast here as well. And so I was here obviously for Mew, and Mew gave a lot of fan service. So for this one, so she kind of waved at me a lot during that show. So I was happy about that. Did the 3-on-3 battle here. So did the Blastic Window game, Tenna versus Mighty, which Mighty always wins that whenever she tries. And then they did the acupressure jump rope, Mikana versus Anju. So Anju, she's like kind of able to do this stuff. So she struggled, but she did it. Mikana like gave up after as soon as it started, and then Mew was tagged in, and she jumped with her heels on, and then she got mad at her. So that was kind of funny. Then they brought back the knowledge battles. First time we had a knowledge battle in like I don't know, like half a year. Unfortunately, it was not the English quiz though. It was a battle. It was about like listing like Sengoku Buksha or something like that. Like it was like top generals. And so Mew versus Zeon. So Zeon listed like Tokugawa Ieyasu, another guy, and then she kept on writing Tokugawa. She ended up getting 2 points for it though. And then Mew basically missed the prompt completely. Then did the no reaction feint quiz. So for this, with the little shock pads. So for this, Anju was selected, and she basically made like really weird like gestures with her hands, and she's like, "Oh, look at this," and basically gave away her. But the other members did they overacted, but it was kind of funny. Like Tenna made like weird faces, and then started getting really aggressive as soon as she started getting zapped, fake zapped. And then Mew started crying, and then she started did little punch actions, as she's getting fake zapped. And then Mikana, as soon as it turned on, she just yeeted the wristbands, and they kept on making her tone to put them back on. And then she tried again, and she just yeets the wristbands. So that was kind of funny. It was like a new variation of the whole game. So that was kind of funny. The NMB Introdome, so the Name That Tune segment, they just kind of goofed around with this one. A lot of times, they didn't know the song, so they just said poo. So almost everyone in the cast said poo whenever they didn't know the song.
NMB イントロドン。あ、インタビュー。アンジュ行こう。ちゃんと。うん。あ、終わった。あ、前って言った、よっしゃ。
Then for the member rankings, so this is the thing they do before the show. They have a QR code you can scan takes you to a Google form, and then you answer these questions, these hypothetical questions about the members, and then they put them in a line in a ranking. So this one, they had 4 questions picked up for this one. So the first one was which member, like, laughs, out of kindness, like you say something that wasn't really funny, but they'll still laugh at you. And so for that, they had the ranking was first Mighty, second Mikana, third Mew, and then the rest. And the second one was which person, like, here's Ganbara Nui, and it's like, what the fuck does that mean? So there's that one. And then there was like 2 other questions they didn't pick for that, and that was like which member is most likely to spend a lot on like a mobile game, and then which member does not remember anyone else's names. So I think for like the ones that get picked, I picked Mew because she's most likely to like spend a lot of money on mobile games, and then I picked Anju because she's very forgetful and scatterbrained. Yeah, that was funny. And then it ended out with the the Mune-Kyun role playing love thing. So again, I mentioned like they already did this in the first show, and it's kind of boring. This one, it was so the theme was a sports day. It's like cheering on the Okigashi and telling them, oh, we'll give you a reward. I'll kiss you or I'll make you horny or something. And then that was so that was all right, yeah. But yeah, that was the Mera Mera NMB and Bachi Bachi NMB. So overall, yeah, not a whole lot of like great moments. A couple good moments, like handful of hit moments. But overall, I felt like this month was kind of disappointing. But they will be doing another Mera Mera Bachi NMB actually pretty quickly. It's like on November 8th, so it's like 2 weeks from now. So, but yeah, I got to see Karen, one last time, before she graduates, and then. Yeah, I got Mew gave good fan service, so I was happy with that as well. But yeah, that will do it for his report. So I guess, let's see, we have a handshake event this weekend over in Kobe, so I'll be going to that. And it's not going to be a very long day. It's kind of only half a day I actually have tickets, so I'll report on that. You can check out that video when I get that. And then next week I actually have a couple of theater shows to go to, so we'll see if I do reports on those. One of them actually is on Halloween Day, and I have a special gimmick prepared for that, so I'm actually going to look forward to that. It's going to be pretty exciting. When we get to that. But yeah, let me know in the comment section if you saw the Mera Mera NMB, Bachi Bachi NMB like a stream, or if you saw any of like the clips, what you thought was funny from this month. Yeah, and yeah, like the video, subscribe to the channel, share the video, all that shit. And yeah, we'll see y'all later. Peace.